Hello everyone, my name is Ustarani Gunawan and today I will do a presentation to all of you and our main topic today is copper's mining process. So first of all, what is copper? So maybe some of you has already known copper as something that usually inside the cable, right? So yeah, that's true. But in general, copper is, as you can see on the picture beside, uh, copper is a reddish metal that known as extremely good conductor for both heat and electricity. So that's why you oftenly saw it as electric use. But as a primary mineral, native can also be found in basaltic lavas area. Next. So how do we get the copper? Or how is the process until the copper is ready to be used on various applications? So in my opinion, there are 6 steps of copper's mining process. The first one is primary crushing. After the exploitation, the ore is transported with dump truck and then delivered to the primary crusher section. On this process, the ore, which still has various size, will be crushed by this machine as you can see on the picture, called gyratory crusher, and will be reduced into smaller and uniform size. And then the second step is secondary crushing. On this process, we use a machine called SAG mill. The ore will be ground rotating and colliding with each other and using a small amount of steel balls. As you can see on the picture, the red balls is represent the steel balls. So it will crash with the ore and the result is the ore size will be reduced again until it was fine grain. And then the third step is grinding. The result from the previous step processed again on this machine called ball mill. The ball mill will grind the material into powder, then mix it with water. So the result from this process is slurry form. Next, the fourth process is flotation. On this process, the equipment used is called pneumatic flotation cell. The function is to separate the concentrate from its gangue mineral, and on this process is using a small amounts of chemical agents. And then the fifth step is storing the final concentrate into the smelter to get dried. Why did the concentrate need to be dried? Because it is very inconvenient to deliver or ship them in liquid condition because uh, it is also more expensive than we ship it on concentrate form. So in smelter, the concentrate also could be melt and shaped into the desired form, depends on the customer's request. And last but not least, the packing. The concentrate is packed in flexible big bags and ready to ship to the desired destination. And then after we know how the copper is processed, now we will talk about the common use of copper or the application. The first one is wire and cable. This is the most common use of copper and we oftenly know is used as electrical wire and cable conductors. This is usually used on power transmission, electronic circuit, and etc. Number 2, architecture. The copper used on interior and exterior material because it has some characteristic which is corrosion resistant and weatherproof. And then number 3, anti-biofouling. Fun fact, copper is biostatic. It means bacteria and many other forms of life will not grow on it. So the copper usually used to line part of ships and to protect against the barnacle or mussels. So it will make the ships more long lasting. And then the fourth is metals. There are two value of use in metals. In Olympic metals, copper take part in two kind of metals, which is the bronze one and the silver one. On the bronze one, copper took parts contain some of copper around 97%. Meanwhile, the silver one contain bronze around 7.5%. And thank you. I think that's all from me. If you want to know furthermore about this topic, you can also visit my blog on the link below. And kindly you can leave the comment on the comment section and let me know what you think. Thank for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.